Welcome students, welcome to the class of construction management and technology. So in today's lecture we'll start our unit 2. We'll see some of the topics of unit 2. In unit 2 the topics which we will be covering is as follows: normal distribution curve and network problems. We'll be having some discussion about what is normal distribution curve and how we need to apply this normal distribution curve to our network problems. What is about project cost, how this project cost, what are the different types of project cost involved associated with an project. Okay. Project time acceleration, how to what if the project has to be completed in 50 days, how to accelerate it. What do you mean by accelerating? Instead of completing it in 50 days, how to complete it in 45 days or 40 days. So that sort of things comes under project time acceleration. Cost time analysis and network planning, at what is the relationship between cost and time for an given project, and how to compress the critical path, updating and rescheduling, and we'll see some logical diagrams, simple problems of civil engineering works, how we need to compress it. Okay, so let us start normal distribution curve and network problem. In the beginning we have discussed about the normal distribution curve. Normal distribution curves talked about optimistic time and pessimistic time. This normal distribution curve, we follow it in PERT method, PERT, program evaluation and review technique. In previous classes we have studied it about T naught, Tm, Tp. T naught is nothing but optimistic time, shortest time. It is shortest time. Tm was most likely time. Tp was pessimistic time, or we can say longest time. So we have discussed about this 3 time estimate: T naught, Tm and Tp. So this normal distribution curve is nothing but it is associated with this 3 times estimate. What is the shortest possible time, what is the most likely time, and what is a pessimistic time associated with an activity. Okay, so estimating the probability of completion of dates, we come across with these 3 times, and these 3 times together can be called it as normal. When we plot these times with any variable, we get this normal distribution curve. So the estimating the probability of completion of the dates, the first is the use of this normal distribution curve is nothing but determine expected duration of all activity. Expected duration, how to determine expected duration? What is the formula for expected time? Te is nothing but T naught plus 4 Tm plus Tp whole divided by 6. This was nothing but expected duration formula. To compute the critical path, from this what we need to do, we can compute the critical path. Assess the expected project completion time along critical path and SD. What do we mean by SD? Standard deviation. SD stands for standard deviation. We need to determine abscissa of normal curve in standard deviation units, as we have the formula. X is nothing but expected date is scheduled date minus expected date by standard deviation. How to get the abscissa of normal curve? Okay, that the formula is X is equal to scheduled date minus expected date by standard deviation. The probability of completing the project in X units of time is equivalent to area under normal curve from minus infinity to X. Always we will measure it from minus infinity to X. Then next, the estimating the percent sure of meeting a deadline, estimating how much 95%, 25%, 35% sure of meeting a deadline can also be calculated from normal distribution curve. So, this for for coming to an conclusion of project due completion date, or this normal distribution curves plays a very important role. So, the normal distribution curves, as you see it over here, this is nothing but minus infinity area. It starts from minus infinity to plus infinity, and somewhere we have the variable x. So, here if we plot this all the times, optimistic times T naught, T m and T p, we get this type of curve. This is nothing but normal distribution, beta distribution curve. We call it as beta distribution curve for project completion time, for estimating or project completion time. So, here the function associated with this curve is f of x is equal to 1 by sigma under root 2 pi e to the power x minus mu whole square by 2 sigma square. Here the sigma denotes standard deviation, mu denotes variance, mu stands for variance, sigma stands for standard deviation. And this area of the chart, which we can this area of the chart, this you can see this cream color shaded region gives us the probability of project completion times. This gives us the idea about the project completion times. As you can see it over here, it starts from minus infinity to plus infinity, These are nothing but area scores. If our value, if it slices from 0 to 1, there is a chance of 34% of project completion time. We call it as Z score. This chart gives us the data of Z scores. We will be having the use of this standard normal table, or we call it as Z score table, in some estimating while estimating the project completion times. We will have some data, we required some data for project estimation times. Now, if you look at this network diagram, the network diagram is all if we look at this logical relationships, here the activities are given, activity A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and its interdependencies are also given. A, B, C, it does not have any immediate predecessor. So, what does it mean? These are starting activities, and these are simultaneous also. These are starting activities as well as simultaneous also. The immediate predecessor of D is nothing but A, E is B and C, F is B and C, G is B and C. So, these three activities also are simultaneous activities. These three activities are simultaneous activities. Then activity H, immediate predecessor is C, I is G and H. For activity J, immediate predecessor is D and E. Its 3 time estimates are given to us. This is optimistic time T naught. This is most likely time T m. This is pessimistic time T p. Our next step is to calculate expected time. Expected time. We denote it with letter TE. What is the formula for TE? T naught plus 4 Tm plus Tp whole divided by 6. If we do this, we will get the values of expected time for all these activities. See, we have got the expected time for activities. How we have got this 20, how we have got this value as 20? Look at over here. What is the value of T naught? T naught is 10. Substitute these values. The value of T naught is 10. 10 plus 4 into 22. 4 into 22 plus 22. This is nothing but this is the value of T naught. This is the value of Tm. That is the value of Tp whole divided by 6. We will get the value as 20. We will get the value as 20. This value we have substituted here. Substituted here. Similarly, the expected time for all activities we can determine with this formula. Expected time Te can be determined with this formula, T naught plus 4 Tm plus Tp whole divided by 6. Now, let us draw the logical diagram of this activities and find out standard deviation and variance. Let us find out standard deviation and variance also. To find out the standard deviation, what is the formula to find out the standard deviation? The formula to find out standard deviation is nothing but Tp minus T naught whole divided by 6, and variance is nothing but square root of square of standard deviation is variance. Once again, these two things are missing with each other. That's why I am writing it once again over here. The formula for variance is square of standard deviation whole square. Square of standard deviation is nothing but variance. So for respective activities A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, we need to find out variance. As variance, we need to find out variance, we need to find out standard deviation, we need to find out variance, and we need to draw the logical diagram also. So, let us draw the logical diagram. As A, B, C, we do not have any predecessor over here. For activity A, there is no predecessor. For activity B, there is no predecessor. For activity C, there is no predecessor. So, these are nothing but starting activities. A, B and C are starting activities. So, now the immediate predecessor of A is D. Immediate predecessor of A is D. For E, F, from B and C, E, F, G emerges. From B and C, what happens? E, F, G activities emerges. So, by applying the dummy activities, this following relationship can be maintained: E, F and G. Okay. So, after completing E, F and G, the next activity is H. Next activity is H, which starts from event 3. Okay. The next we have I. I activity is followed after G and H. After G and H, we get the activity I, and after D and E, we get the activity J. Okay. At last, we have completed the project over here. Now, if we try to calculate the times, what forward or backward, from forward pass calculations, let us find out the earliest starting times, earliest finish times, latest starting times and latest finish times. So, let us see at starting, the project starts at the day 0. So, the earliest starting time here is nothing but the project starting time is 0. So, the earliest start time is 0. Earliest finish time is 20. Here also earliest finish time is 20. Here the as the duration is 10. Here also 0 plus 20, we have got 20 over here. Similarly, 0 plus 20, we have got 20. 0 plus 10, we have got 10. These are nothing but earliest starting times. Now, again earliest starting times. Here earliest starting time of activity 1 to 4 is 20. 20 plus 15, we have got the value as 35. 20 plus 15, we have got the value as 35. Now next, here activity 3 to 5, earliest starting time was 10. 10 plus 11, how much the value is? 24. Next, now look at over here at the activity 4, what was the earliest starting time? 4 was the earliest starting time. 4 plus 8, 35 was our earliest starting time at event 4. So the latest time, earliest finish time will be 35 plus 8, which is nothing but 43. Completion time, project completion time is 43 days. Now if we go with backward pass calculation, we get the same values for this also. So the critical path will be our longest duration path, or whose float is 0. The critical path is longest duration path, or the path where free float is 0. As you can see here, the free float is 0. 20 minus 20, 0. 35 minus 35, 0. 43 minus 43. After calculating forward pass and backward pass, these values we have got it as 0. So this is our critical path. Critical path is ADG, ADJ. Activity A is here, activity D is here, activity J is here. So the line joining this activities A, D and J becomes critical path. After finding the critical path, let us find out variance and standard deviation. Standard deviation, how to get standard deviation? Standard deviation we get it with this formula, Tp minus T naught by 6. Tp minus T naught by 6. How to get Tp and T naught values? From our previous slide we can get Tp minus T naught values. Where Tp minus T naught values are given to us? In our previous slide, all Tp minus T naught values are given to us. So this red marks is nothing but standard deviations of critical activity. A, D and J is our critical activities. Now how to calculate the variance? Square root of standard deviation is nothing but variance of the activities, variance of the activities. Now as we can see it over, as you can see that this project is completing at 43 days according to the logical diagram. Okay, the project is completing at 43 days. So what is the probability of completing this project? Probability of completing this project in 40 days. Whether is it possible to complete this project, which according to the network diagrams is 43 days. Is it possible to complete the project in 40 days, or what is its probability? So we will, as expected project completion time is 43 days. We have got it through network diagram. We have got it through network diagram, 43 days. Okay. So what is the chance of the completion of this project in 40 days? We get it with deviations, standard deviation of activities in critical path. Standard deviation of activities of critical path is how much? We get the value of standard deviation from variance. Variance is nothing but square root of standard deviation. Standard deviation is, I will get the formula from standard deviation. Variance can also be calculated. Standard deviation is also calculated from the formula of square root of variance. So what are the variance of these activities? 4 plus 25 plus 4, square root of 4 plus 25 plus 4. Standard deviation of activities of critical path, we got it the value as 5.745. Now what is the formula? In the beta distribution curve we have seen what is the formula for beta distribution curve thing. In beta distribution curve thing, we have got x is equal to scheduled rate minus expected date by standard deviation. What is our scheduled date? What we are thinking 40, okay, minus what is our expected date 43 by standard deviation 5.745, that is nothing but minus 0.522. The probability of x for minus from this value we will get it from x is equal to minus 0.5, which we have got it over here from z scores. From z scores we get this value as 0.30, which means the probability of completing the project in 40 days is approximately 31%. Approximately 31%. We have seen the charts of those z scores. Okay, so from that z scores we get these values. .5 is z score chart, which we have seen in beta distribution slide. Z scores chart, from that we will get this value as 0.3085. Now same thing, assume project manager has promised to complete the project in 50 days. What are the chances of meeting the deadline? What is the percentage of completing the work in 50 days? X, what is the formula for x? X is nothing but expected date. X is nothing but expected date minus scheduled date minus expected date. As we have seen the formula, scheduled date minus expected date by standard deviation. So from that formula we will get the values as x is this is nothing but standard deviation. Standard deviation, scheduled date is m, expected date is 50 days, expected date minus scheduled date. Scheduled date minus expected date by standard deviation. Minus scheduled date by standard deviation. So S becomes expected date. What is the expected date? 50 days. What is the scheduled date? Scheduled date is 43. This is 43. We have seen in our previous slide. Standard deviation is also how much? 5.754. 5.745. So if we substitute this, x is equal to 50 minus 43 by 5.754, we get the value as 1.2. If we look z score chart, from z score chart, from z score chart, the value of 1.22 is nothing but 0.88. 0.88. Probability value for 1.22 is 0.88. What does it means? There is a chance of 88.8% of completion of this project in 50 days. In 50 days, there is a chance of 88.8% completion of the project. So in this manner, we will determine the probabilities. So in this manner, we will determine the probabilities. Next, what deadline are you 95% sure of meeting? 95, we'll go it in reverse manner. 95% sure of meeting. Now the value of, what do you mean by 95%? x is equal to 95%. 95% means 0.95. X value is 0.95. So what is the formula for x? X is equal to expected date minus scheduled date by standard deviation. So now already the value of x is known to us, that is nothing but 0.95. So write down. So from this what we can write? 0.95 the value of x associated with 0.95 is from Z score chart. For 0.95 we get the value as 1.654. We get the value as 1.654. So substitute 1.654 is equal to, we don't have expected date, minus scheduled date is how much? So first we will find out the standard deviation. Standard deviation is equal to expected date. What is our expected date? 43 days. From our previous network chart we have 43 days. Okay. What is our this is nothing but our standard deviation. Standard deviation into the value of x. The value of x will get the value of scheduled date. Will get the value of scheduled date. Scheduled date is nothing but 52.45 days. So 95% sure of meeting. When we are confident, of completing, we are sure, we are 95% sure that within 52.45 days we will be completing the project. We will be completing the project in 52.45 days. So in this manner there is a 95% of chance of finishing the project by 52.45 days. So in this vice versa manner we will calculate this probability distribution. We will calculate the probability distribution. Let us see a sample Z score chart. If you look at over here, see, this is nothing but standard normal table. We call this as Z score chart. We call it as Z score chart. Okay. Earlier we have seen in the last problem itself what it was. For the value of x is equal to 0.95. In earlier problem there was a 95% surety they have asked us. What do we mean by 95%? 0.95. The value of x for 0.95, look at over here. The value of x for 0.95 is how much? .95 comes around So I hope you people have understood this normal distribution curves and how to get these values through z values and x values. Okay. Please post your attendance in the comment section within the given time. in your WhatsApp groups. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can comment it in the comment section. Thank you.